good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy KS here, coach of your Detroit Red Wingulls, and this is our Week 8 final match of the regular season versus Monty Mole Enthusiast and the Rockeaters. So good things at the beginning of the match. No Monkey Dory, so that's probably Scarfed. Scarfed Zapdos. There is no Terra. What's it called? No Terra Slitherwing, so that means Terra Ground. Whimsicott is the play, which is interesting. We do see Lantern, which I'm a little confused about. There's no Ting Lu as well, so I feel a little bit better with this team than I did, but yeah, I'm still a little concerned now that when you don't see the things that you prep for as much. But honestly, yeah, I still feel like we're good. So definitely there were some changes. I talked about that in the builder. I didn't increase Klaus's speed. It doesn't matter right now. At least I think I might actually have increased it. Let me see if it changed. No, it didn't change. So the calc should still be at 208. I did not change its speed, which luckily for us doesn't matter right now because of no I mean, honestly, Klaus just kind of wins, which is good because there is no Monkey Dory that would speed tie it. So the only thing that could outspeed it is a Scarfed or Tailwind setup on Whimsicott, which could still be the play. Definitely could see Goldingo being more of an offensive user this week. Definitely could see. I don't see hazards as much. Trying to use Intimidate on Quillfish definitely shut things down. That could be a lead option. So we just have to be a little cautious about how we want to start this. I do think that there is a potential for it to be Zapdos off lead. And if that's the case, our best counter to that right now is we don't really have a great counter to that. I'm just realizing that. Wow. It's kind of Clefable, but if we can get rid of its item and do a lot of damage to it, then we should be good. But Zapdos does seem like a good lead option here. It does well into my team. It's not Hisui, it's Galarian. I gotta remember that. Supercell Slam can do 73%. Knockoff does 17. So we do have a chance of living CC. It's 81. So we have a chance. But what looks really good here? Well, Treads does look really good into this fight. It can beat DDD. It should be able to beat Lantern for the most part. It can beat Whimsicott. Goldingo, for the most part, it beats. Quillfish, it beats. So it pretty much runs his team besides Terapagos, which makes me not want to lead it at the because I want to keep it around for that. Darkrai has a pretty solid matchup this week. Darkrai does win with no Scarf and no speed setup. So Darkrai has a good win con this week. What else do I want to potentially lead with? It could be good to lead Clefable. Although I think the biggest things that we're going to see actually maybe go Zoroark here. I mean, it is kind of meant to be a lead option. I think that's probably our best play. So let's start Zoroark. We want to disguise it as Asta. So really, it's what do we not want to disguise it as is the question. So probably never want to disguise it as Treads. That just makes sense. Out of the rest of them, we kind of don't mind what we get disguised as. I would say probably Halucha, then Clefable, then Noelle, and we leave Darkrai in the back, so it looks like we lead Darkrai. I think that's the play. So let's go. We already said our good lucks have fun. It is the Zapdos on lead, which is great for us. I think, honestly, I mean, he could just see close combat. He's probably going to click knockoff, to be fair. I think knockoff actually does KO us. Knockoff sure does KO us, and it's not a bad option into Darkrai. So I think this actually was a bad lead now that I look at it. Let's trick, because if he's not scarfed, we do a lot of damage with Hyper Voice. So maybe we just click Hyper Voice. He is scarfed. Scarfed Zapdos, noted. That is one of the things that we were worried about. So now we have a way to deal with it. It honestly should be Goldengo, if you're smart. Which I could just be outplayed right here. It's Whimsicott. That's fine by me. That's a straight KO. Love to see that. All right. So now it might be knockoff here. You see that I'm fat, that you're faster. I mean, realistically, Zoroark got a KO, which is more than I thought it was going to do. It is an answer to Quillfish. It is an answer to Monkey Dory. I do like the knockoff into Zapdos, but this is definitely now going to be knockoff or Brave Bird. I don't know if we want to lose an item on anything else. Does it help us anywhere else to lose an item? No, I need to keep that on you. But Fable really is the only thing that can lose its item right now. I mean, we could make a big boy switch to Darkrai. We could make a big boy switch to Darkrai and take 22%. But that doesn't help us really. I think it's maybe best just to go down. There is no Terra Captain anymore, as we kill the Whimsicott. That was a good first turn. I think I played that phenomenally. I kind of wish I clicked knockoff, but yeah, he probably expects that I'm scarfed now. I'm specked, rather. I mean, we don't... Zoroark really is meant for trick on things that are not here. So I don't really see much of its usefulness anymore. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice. It is gonna U-turn again, trying to predict Darkrai. I don't blame you for that one. All right, that's a good switch. All right, who has the come in right now for Goldengo? That's a good question. Well, Suicune isn't as needed on the defensive side, so we can just go straight to it. I think that's the best play we can make. See some pressure, make it rain. Great play. That does 36. Okay, that's a note. How do we note that? All right, Goldengo. I want to see, let me see a set. Make it rain did 36%. I feel like that is a choice specs. Choice specs. So something's up here. It might not be. Let me shoot. I can't. I am just messing this up. Good as gold. Give me modest instead of timid. 36% without specs. 36%. That is specs. Specs. Specs Goldengo. Has to be. No, we didn't see life orb damage. We just see the special attack fall. Literally anything could come in. It probably wants to be water absorb Lantern, but I think honestly the best play right now is get a sub off. It is Lantern. Okay, Lantern's water absorb likely. That's probably a good play. I mean, if it did say if he was afraid of Suicune, he would be doing this. Shadow Ball is 17%. Do I boost? If I boost, I get to 28. If I boost, I get to 28%, which I don't think we can outdo the damage here. So let's just Shadow Ball. It's 14. It's fat. It is a defensive Lantern. Defensive, we see Volt Switch. So let me look at Lantern set. Volt Switch did at least 25%. It took Scald though. It took Shadow Ball at 14. It took Shadow Ball at 14. We need to calculate this. Maybe it's not HP invested. Maybe it's max special defense. It's Assault Vest. It's got to be Assault Vest, yeah. So we're getting info on his moves. So this is Specs Gholdengo. If we expect Specs, Make It Rain, Focus Blast, do you get access to Thunderbolt? I feel like you do. It could be Focus Blast, Flash Cannon. You do have Thunderbolt. The question, can I bring Klaus in right now at all? I mean, Klaus isn't defensive. Choice Specs. Thunderbolt does nothing. Make It Rain is 75%. We then outspeed, and then it's Zapdos. Knockoff isn't a KO, which is the thing we have to note. Is it worthwhile? I don't think it's worthwhile to do that right now, because I'm going to need a way to beat Darkrai in the back. I could go to Zora for the sack. That might be one of the better plays we have. I think Zora for the sack could be a good idea, because there's no way we live Gholdengo Specs, do we? No. Make It Range, anything he clicks would KO. Bitter Malice will KO back. I mean, we could stay in and then get, well, Bitter Malice is risky here at best. It is a guaranteed way to beat Gholdengo though. But so is Treads, and so is Darkrai at the end of the day. So it's not really the biggest thing that we're scared of right now. Unfortunately, Clefable is pretty bad into this matchup. It doesn't really do anything besides maybe take on Zapdos. I mean, if it's Specs, Make It Rain, we're gone. I expect Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is half, and then it would be a KO on the next turn, so that's not great. Suicune, what can you do for me right now? You beat Lantern +1, but we didn't get there. You can beat Terapagos. You might be my best way to beat Terapagos, though. The problem is Quillfish is still around, honestly, and that's sad that I'm scared of Quillfish, but I'm scared of Quillfish. I don't think we're playing bad. It feels like I gotta make a right read here. Do I stay in? You click Thunderbolt. Like, what would you click here? Realistically, what do you want to click on Suicune? Like, Shadow Ball is, with Specs, is only doing 34. And I could Shadow Ball you for half. You'd have to have Thunderbolt. You'd have to have Thunderbolt. And then we go to Klaus. I do lose a little bit by going to Klaus right now. I can't go to Klaus right now. I need it to beat Zapdos. I could go Darkrai right now, though. Yeah, let's stay in Shadow Ball. Okay, there's Thunderbolt. I expected that. I really wanted to go Klaus, but I need it for later. Choice Scarf. Not Scarf, we know it's Specs. I typed in Specs like it would work. Dark Pulse. So he used Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt only does half at max. So this is Darkrai. And I'm gonna Dark Pulse. There's Lantern coming in. Assault Vest is gonna be annoying. All right. Defensive. Assault Vest. Assault Vest. We did 40. You're not invested. You have to be max special. I did 42%. Is it speed invested? How did I do 42%? Wasn't a crit. Maybe it's not Assault Vest. All right, I gotta figure out this Lantern because it's driving me crazy. Volt Switch did 25%. This is Suicune. Lantern. Lantern has to do 25% with Volt Switch, which means it has to be somewhat offensively invested. We could have got really lucky. It just got a high roll. It's probably modest. It's actually probably max and then not invested in special defense at all. But yeah, because that guarantees it to do that, and I think you would want the guarantee, which means you would have to be max. It's a max special, max attack. And even then, it can't be max HP because it did 40. Maybe it can't be vested then. And can I be max and still be invested? Yeah, 42 could be a high roll too. I mean, Klaus still wins this right now. Klaus doesn't win this with. I need to get rid of the Zapdos big time. But do I take the risk right now and click Dark Pulse again? This is probably a max. I have no idea what your item is. Noelle restored using leftovers. The Lantern didn't get any HP switching in. Maybe it's Magnet. But maybe it's Choiced. I mean, I think he's playing memes, but it's actually doing well. Choice does half, which is bad, but it would be a KO on the Lantern. The thing is, Shreds wants to come in here, but can't. Clefable can come in. Clefable's the safe option. We gotta play the safe. Gotta play safe. Gotta play safe. Scald. 44% on Clefable. So there's no way we're faster. So Lantern. It's not gonna really matter now. Skull did 44%. I think it is Choice Scarf. I think he's running choice items. Yeah, it's gotta be choice items. It's got to be choice specs, which is crazy. Which means it's gonna click Scald again. Yeah, I don't think he's playing for real, but it's actually kind of being annoying. We can Endeavor here. I think that's our best play since we're gonna be slower. I'm not invested. Put you on 8. Okay. In case we get it off somehow. All right. We're running out of switch-in options, so. Yeah, Zoro is going to be the next thing that goes down. So I think we do go Dark right here. We go Dark Pulse. Try to pick up on anything. All right, that gets us the KO there. Should be Zapdos. He was waiting for that. I got to go to Zoroark. Okay. We played that well. We still up. Quillfish. Hyper Voice is a guaranteed KO, barring it's not Goldango. I'm gonna knock off Aqua Jet. Ooh, good play. Okay. It's in. So I think we do go Klaus here. I gotta play this right. I could EQ. So Klaus is in, Klaus is in. This is tough. Could be a choice set. I mean, knockoff, yeah, I have to click EQ. That gets Zapdos in for free. That's fine. He didn't think I'd click it. He didn't think I'd click it. He flip turns to Terapagos. Okay. I think. So this is the problem. What do we do with against Terapagos here? I have no idea. I mean, a spec set is deadly, but if I get rid of its item, we're in a good spot. I want to do that. No Chesto Berry. Earth Power does KO. All right, this is Lucha. Terapagos. No item now. It's not itemed. And it's at 88%. Oh, it's such an easy switch into Goldango. The only thing is Darkrai doesn't beat. Nothing beat. We don't beat. Shoot. Yeah, we don't win now. That wasn't well played. It was terribly played. Dark Pulse flinch, maybe? No. I mean, he just lets me KO here. Yeah, I didn't. This is a tough fight in general. It's you just bring in the Zapdos for the KO at this point. On the off chance I get to hit Hypnosis, yeah, GG's, well played. I couldn't do anything about that. I knew that Charizard Zapdos was going to be a problem, and honestly, if I looked more at the sheet, realizing that I was not prepping for it, yeah, we would have been better. But I just didn't prep for it at all. So that's on me. Again, this battle doesn't matter though, so it's fine. I hope I don't have to fight them again, but it'll be something considering that, they won, so there's a pretty good chance that we fight them again in playoffs. but we definitely didn't bring what we needed to bring, so that's fine. It's fine. So we take a 3-0 loss, which puts us at 5-3 with 3 losses. 5-3 with 7 plus. So we can, if the Noctowls win out, we do fall into the 5th slot. If they win out in spectacular fashion, we could fight them, the Rockeaters, again literally next week. So yeah, I hope I don't have to, because I don't want to prep for this team. It's a good team, and yeah, we did just fall apart there a little bit. I think the Clefable was a bad set. I mean, I did have some other stuff ready to go, and but you know, 3 choice users is ridiculous. I mean, sometimes that's what you need to win. So we'll figure out what we do next time if we have to fight him again. Again, that's just what it is. It's Draft League. It's honestly, I don't think a hacksy game at all. I made the wrong call in Halucha, not clicking CC, but again, it was a 50-50 at that point. Do I go down to Terapagos, or do I go down to Zapdos? And yeah, we saw that it was a defensive set, so that was the problem. We got a good lead. I think most of the team did what they were supposed to do. Unfortunately, Treads having to have booster energy does not doing well for us, I don't think, because it led me not switch into an obvious Thunderbolt that I should have done, because I was scared that I was going to have to get rid of it early, and without the speed boost, it didn't beat Zapdos. So we need to prep better for that, the Scarf users, and not rely on that. I hate boosted energy, man. It's just not a good item. So we'll do better next time, but you know, 5-3 I'm at 4+ differential. That guarantees us a playoff slot for sure. It just depends on what slot that is. As I said, we pretty much, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams that haven't battled, so it's hard to tell you exactly what's going to happen, but you'll see next week or whenever the playoffs start what we're going to do. So, but that is all I got for you today. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. This is a tough team, and I knew that coming in, so hopefully not again, and we can figure out how to run our path in playoffs. But that is all I have. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like button, subscribe to the channel for more, and I will catch you next time for playoffs. So until then, my name is Chaos, your coach of the Detroit Red Wingulls. See you next time. Stay safe out there, and as always, burn it up.